look at this. Oh, yes. Since ordering this driver, everybody has said, Alex, that is literally the longest driver in golf. It goes for absolutely miles, and it has finally arrived. I finally have it, we're finally on the golf course, and it is time to see how it performs. Here, look at it. It's there in all its glory. I mean, the packaging is like 5-star, isn't it? Look at it. The packaging's really not 5-star. It's quite terrible, really. But let me get it unpacked. So the backstory with this driver, it was all about me trying to find a cheap tailor-made one. I didn't find it. Instead, I found this. And since buying it, I've been dying to get it out of the box. And boom, a few moments later, we have the driver. This is the Mac by Burrows Golf, the Power Sphere. I mean, look at that. It is in absolutely terrible, terrible condition. Hot face. I mean, this is stuff that we see now, right? I know this was cheap, but the condition of this is absolutely dreadful. But saying that, it doesn't matter what conditions it's like. What does it go like? Let's start hitting some shots away. Let's see what average is, because everybody is telling me how long this is. We are really going to put this to the test this morning. We're going to hit around about 8 drives out here in the sun and see how long this actually goes. Does it live up to the reputation that everybody was telling me, like Alex, like this was like one of the world's longest drivers at the time? At the minute, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical about that, but there are a few things that are giving away that it could be. Shaft length, really long. I mean, this is a Mac Golf 65 gram Grafaloy Hot Flex A, really long shaft. The head, I mean, it feels small. And enough about that. We'll talk a little bit about that head in a second in this tech, but let me get my first one away. It literally feels like if I time this, it could go for a mile. Right, first ball with this, I'm gonna say monstrosity. Wow, look at it go. Oh my God. Did you just see that fly? I gotta hit another one there. I've got to hit another one. But first, let me show you these numbers. Okay, so 258 yards total for the first one. And interestingly, have a look at this ball speed as well. This ball speed is right up there, and so is the club head speed. I mean, this is literally the first time I have ever hit this driver, so let's hit some more. I'll be honest, like the way I got that flying, I did think that I got it going longer than that. It is really bizarre how long this shaft is. And it does feel a little bit whippy, but I guess when you're buying second hand, you don't really have much choice on what shaft you get. Well, you do, but it's really hard to get one that's right. Okay, let me hit my second ball away with this, then we'll go through some of this tech. I know you're dying to know how it creates all this power that it has. I mean, 258, not the longest, but it's definitely not the shortest drive that I've ever hit, straight off the gun. Let's go again. The noise on that is so high pitched. I got that, you know, again. 161.3 ball speed, 112 club head speed, 1.44 smash, 9 degrees of launch, maybe a little low, but what does that result in distance? Oh, I'm dying to know this. Okay, a much longer this one, 261 carry, which is longer than our total distance before. I did get a bit more on that. 277. It is creeping up towards that 300 yard marker, which looking at the tech in this would be absolutely the most bizarre thing ever to get it going that far. Look at this. So look, there's our 277 total, our 161.3 ball speed, and our 112 club head speed. I mean, these are numbers that I get in with my 2024 TaylorMade QI10 driver. 160s ball speed, unreal. The way, just for context, this is the hole that we're playing, and we're playing it off the yellows. I reckon we've just hit these into this gap right here, which is like dreamland. Like, I got those both drawing, and drawing really, really nicely. So let's just go through this tech, because as you've seen, it is quite possibly the weirdest looking driver. And you know what? I am gonna have to read this because I can't remember it all. I mean, Power Sphere, this is a 9.5 degree Mack Burrows Golf. Does anybody actually ever have one of these? If you did, let me know down below in the comments. So, the technology here, I'm gonna read this, so forgive me. The Power Sphere. Burrows Golf introduced a new line of drivers and fairway woods called the Mack Power Sphere. Mack stands for Magnitude Amplification Cavity, and it's technology behind the new woods. The Power Sphere is a dome-shaped cavity in the sole of the club. That's this right here. This is the dome. Look at it, you can get a golf ball in it. Dome-shaped cavity redirects shock waves from impact back towards the club face. The concept is simple. On physics results, it increased forgiveness and off-center shots and maximum energy transfer to the ball, also promising greater distance. And I think this is why everybody was saying, Alex, this is like the longest driver ever. Oh, definitely I'm going to throw in the weirdest driver ever and being absolutely butchered. It looks also like this is a draw face with this weight in towards the heel here. I mean, it definitely says draw. Okay, well, those last two shots were absolutely ripped. And this is what it looks like down behind the ball. What's really quite strange that for a draw bias driver, there's very little offset on it and how straight this edge is. You've almost got like a little Wi-Fi sign for where the middle of the club is. It's slightly dome-shaped, and you have a really, really deep face in here. And that is really apparent down behind the ball. It does look chunky, and for a driver of its time, the face and the head feels really, really big. Now remember, I got this for an absolute bargain, £18. And here we go again, look. This is our Power Sphere technology. I mean, how mad does that look? Who comes up with ideas like this? So we've hit 2 drives away so far, and yeah, the distances are creeping up. But one thing I do know when I try these drivers, as I get more into it, I start trusting the head a little more and I start putting more into it. And we're getting serious. The jumper is off. We're unleashing some speed. Let's hit this. You know what? This is so long. I'm thinking this is like 45, maybe 46 maybe. Like, it feels like I'm so far away from this club and it's really whipping. You know what it feels very similar to? That Autoflex shaft we tried here on the channel. Okay, let me get this lined up straighter. Let's get this distance, over 300, and you know what? This would be absolutely unbelievable for a driver of this age. Oh, here we go. Oh, I've ripped it. It's gone not the straightest. But I've absolutely put plenty in that. Whew. Oh my God, we got this good. We really got this good. I'm dying to see what this has just gone like. So we got a 276 yard carry. The spin was a little bit down on this one. Here we go. 114 club head speed, 163.4 ball speed. I told you, when I get into a driver, we get it going longer. And total, come on, drum roll please. Come on, look at this. I don't know why I got so excited over that, but look, 305 yards total. That's unreal, unreal. And then if we go back to the rest of these numbers, 276 yards of carry, 2,200 spin. The other few were spinning a little more. And then if we look at our club data here and our ball speed data, 114, 163, 114, 163. Come on. I'll be perfectly honest, part of me was a little bit worried after I hit the first 2. Everyone was telling me, Alex, it's long, and I'm thinking, is it something to do with me? Okay, let's jump down this 13th, we'll go on to the 14th, we'll hit some more drives, because I'm dying to hit about 4 more here, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, 8. No, I'm just dying to hit some more shots, and let's get some really good averages with this. You know what? I'm dying to know what you think of this. So we've hit the 3 drives so far. Like, you know what I always think? Why don't we see like drivers like this anymore? We never see random bits of technology pop up. All drivers really in 2024, in the last 5 years, all look so similar. We don't really see any like big innovations, or I guess tried innovations. And I'm saying this thinking, Alex, shut up, because if it was any good, everybody would have done it. But it's definitely illegal. That's seriously impressive distance. We're 3 drives in. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful this morning. The sun is out. Now, don't forget with this channel, you control what we try next. So be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, and just put your suggestions down below. Oh my God. That has gone for absolutely years. I think I need to sit down after that. Let's have a look at these numbers. My plan was actually just to hit 3 away very quickly, but that's seriously long. Seriously long. Like, oh my. Oh my. I mean, this is for me. Some people might be looking at this going, Alex, right, that is seriously not long. Well, no, there's no argument that it is. 166 ball speed, 116 clubhead speed. I mean, that's unreal for me. Like, unreal. 282 yards carry. And total 306. Did you see that flight? Like, look at that flight. Right, I promise I'm gonna hit these 2 away. I just can't get over it, right? The noise is nowhere near as much or as loud as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like deafening. Just the thought like that Power Sphere would make it like the most deafening club ever.
So come on, let's hit 2 more away. Look at this ball flight. Just a little fade, peeling off to the right. I mean, it's pretty much dead straight. Look at that flight. Now here are the numbers. 116 clubhead speed, it's climbing, and 166.2 ball speed. That is the best yet. Now, we're going to hit a couple more of these drives, but you just got to look at the ball flight. Not only is it long, but actually, I've been surprisingly straight with it.
I genuinely think if I get these last 2 drives over that 300-yard marker again, this could literally be one of the longest drivers I've tried this year, and that would be including that. I mean, I caveat to that is this is illegal. Okay, the final 2, then we're going through some averages. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd get it like this. And I'm sure you didn't after the first 2 drives. That 3rd driver definitely kept this alive. Right, I'm gonna really try and hit up on this. I'm gonna get that spin down a little, really try and give this some. Look how straight that's gone again. Oh yes, and again, and again. Right, the moment of truth. Let's go through these averages. So I've just done a little research on what actually has happened to Burrows Golf before we go through these averages. Because if this driver is literally performing like it is for me right here, then surely... That was really not very smooth. That was the driver. It's a good job it's all battered already. Then surely like it would perform good for you. And this is what I found. There's a bit of an article here actually on Golf Week that says 2005 dated. Business facing debt, Burrows Golf folds. And let me know down below in the comments, do you remember this golf club in general, or did you remember this golf brand folding? I mean, I was born in 1994, so I was 11 at the time. That's giving away my age. So I don't really remember this golf club at all or this company. But this is what it said. Burrows Golf, the Valencia Calif equipment company, known for its innovative club fitting system and splashy trade show exhibits, has ceased operation. James Felton, the attorney representing Burrows Golf, said the company owed its bank about $10 million and has been discussing a settlement in recent months. Felton said the bank attorney seized Burrows' assets, which were valued at $3 to $4 million, those including inventory, patents, according to Felton. Which is really, really quite interesting because in 2003 in January, they launched in the PGA Merchandise Show under the direction of entrepreneur Bruce Burrows, who made a fortune designing and selling water dispensing equipment. But maybe they're just too distinctive, maybe they're just too weird, and that's one of the reasons why they just didn't take off. Okay, let's go and collect these golf balls and let's go through these averages. They're mad. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm absolutely mind blown at these averages. Let me get them up on my phone. Now, bear in mind, like, this driver, how old it is. I don't know why I'm saying this, because isn't even need any excuses. Like, so my average club head speed was 114.6 miles an hour. The first two really did kill me, down at 112 and 110, but since that third ball, we have been in the 114s, 116s, 116.8s, which is ridiculous club head speed. And maybe that's a lot to do with where that length of the shaft is, and it did feel a little bit like wild, even though the ball flight didn't really suggest that it was. Okay, so what did that produce in terms of ball speed? Well, my average ball speed, apart from the first one at 158, was all over 160 miles an hour. We had a couple of 166s in there, a 165, giving me an average of 164 miles an hour ball speed. 164 miles an hour ball speed, which for me is ridiculously good. So what did that give me in terms of average carry and average total distance? Now, I can actually get on board with this total distance today because I know 14 well and I know 13 well. So I know where I've hit it and what that leaves me in relation to the length of the hole. Now, my average carry was 289 yards. That first one really killed us. Really did kill us, but after then they were absolutely smoking off the face. Like, that third drive I hit was a joke, and then the ones on 14, I don't think I missed the middle. Now, in terms of total distance, we got it at 299, just short of that 300-yard marker. But you know what? We had a 305 in there, a 306, a 304 in there. That first drive in there absolutely killed me in terms of getting that over 300. You take that out, we're well over that 300-yard mark for total average distance, which is crazy to think. Now, if you did enjoy me trying this driver, then please do subscribe, because I've not had as much fun testing a driver in a very, very long time. Thanks for watching.